Lêgal!
Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Nnamdi Kanu's legal team storms DSS headquarters for his release. Nnamdi Kanu's legal team storms DSS headquarters for his release. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Senior counsel for Nnamdi Kanu and lead counsel for the indigenous people of Biafra, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, has revealed that Kanu's legal team will be at the DSS headquarters on Monday with the enrolled order of court and judgment of the Court of Appeal to secure his release. This comes 72 hours after Kanu was discharged and acquitted by the Abuja division of the Court of Appeal. But the federal government has yet to release him. While citing legal authorities, Ejiofor said the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, which was his fundamental and constitutionally guaranteed right, could not be stayed. Should the government and its security agencies refuse to release Kanu, he said far-reaching extant legal remedies, including reporting Nigeria to international agencies, would be activated to ensure immediate compliance with the court order. Ejiofor said this in an interview with The Punch in Abuja. The Punch reported that the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division, had on Thursday freed Kanu of the terrorism and treasonable felony charges preferred against him by the federal government. The three-member panel of justice of the appellate court had, in the judgment, set aside the judgment of the Federal High Court, Abuja, which quashed 8 out of 15 counts charge preferred against Kanu. The appellate court, in the unanimous judgment delivered by Justice Oludotun Adefope Okoji, declared as illegal and unlawful the abduction of Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria and quashed the entire 7 charges retained by the trial court against him on the ground that the federal government breached all local and international laws in the forceful rendition of Kanu to Nigeria, thereby making the terrorism charges against him incompetent and unlawful. But Ejiofor expressed optimism that Kanu would be out of prison today, Monday, advised the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, to do the needful by obeying the court order. He said, "It has been my position that the federal government has a right to appeal to the Supreme Court, which is a constitutionally guaranteed right. But the only impediment to the exercise of that right is that the federal government must first of all comply with the order of the learned justice of the Court of Appeal, which discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and prohibited further indictment or commencing any fresh criminal charge against him." It is a settled law, has been held by the Supreme Court in plethora of cases, including the Apex Court's decision in the case of Chukwuemeka Odimegwu versus Lagos State Government, that an appellant will not be in contempt of an order of a lower court, and approached the Supreme Court in search of equitable remedies to stay execution. It is more so when, by the effect of the judgment of the court, appeal under reference emphatically set aside the order of the lower court and the frivolous charge which had it also legitimized his detention from June 29, 2022. They are now terminated and became extinct on October 13, 2022. Furthermore, the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is fundamental and constitutionally guaranteed right, cannot be stayed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is yet to be released, though we will be formally approaching the State Security Service headquarters on Monday with the enrolled order of court and judgment of the Court of Appeal, which will be available on Monday for immediate compliance. We expect to have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released to us today, being October 17, 2022. The federal government is yet to file any appeal against the judgment of the Court of Appeal as at today. But as I had earlier stated, the federal government must first of all obey the order of the Court of Appeal and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been discharged by the Court of Appeal, before challenging the judgment before the Supreme Court. It is our position that in unlikely event that the federal government of Nigeria fails to obey the order of Court of Appeal discharging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will activate far-reaching extant legal remedies to ensure immediate compliance, which remedy may not be limited to resorting to domestic legal remedy, but would be extended to reporting the federal government of Nigeria heinous conduct before the relevant international agencies, foreign institutions, and government. So, my dear listeners, now have come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section